Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is another day of Ragnarok, except this reagent video is going to be a little bit different, because I'm going to specifically tell you about reagents that are going to be specifically made for something that I actually did myself a long time ago. So, we're in Lemuria here today, which is the second world of Arc 4. So you gotta have beaten Caramel to get here. So the reason why we're gonna go here, despite going way earlier in the game last video, is pretty much because when you beat Arc 2 and get your Darkmoor gear, there isn't much notable anything except for like Paradox and Dragoon in Arc 3, and really you only want to go after Paradox at best. Or if you want to ignore Paradox altogether, your next best thing after Darkmoor is quite literally here in Lemuria. So we're going to go here to get the crafted version of the Merciless gear, in which the recipes, if you take the telepad, if you've done the story of Lemuria or have progressed to that point, we're going to go to Sky City here. Now once you get to Sky City, right at the entrance here, you see that man Perry over there? Perry the platypus. Aren't you supposed to be, you know, beating the shit out of Doofenshmirtz, by the way? Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you... Oh, well. So you see this gear here, right? The Demiurge's gear. This is the crafted variant of the Merciless. It even has matching stats and everything, if I remember correctly. So as you can see, I already grabbed the ice recipes. All that stuff. But yeah, this is basically the alternative to Merciless gear. The good news is, this means that there's a pity. Bad news is, you still have to do the farms for Merciless gear. And if you happen to get your Merciless piece, then that is a Demiurge piece you do not have to make. Because it's the same stats, I'm pretty sure. So I'll use the ice as an example. So, to get these crafted items, you need a malevolent version of the item. And it has to be the magic school, so to make the Demiurge ice hat, you have to get the malevolent ice hat. It has to be magic schools. You also have to get 60 of your perfect gem, so in my case, sapphire. If you're fire, it would be like ruby. It would be peridot for myth, onyx for death. You get the point. Just your perfect gem. Then you need your bleh, I can't speak today. Then you need Snowball Barrage, 5 of them, if you're ice, or if you're fire, you need Raging Bull. Balance needs Nested Fury. Storm needs Rosulka's Wrath. You get the point. You basically need your 6-pit thing here. Wings Sorrow for death, Wings of Fate for life. So you need to get those TCs. And then the two new, not really new, but the two Lemuria reagents you need are Synthonium and Old One artifacts. And to get these, we're going to go to 2 locations. This video is going to be kind of long, so be patient, bear with me. You might be stuck with me for at least 15 to 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes, depending on how fast or slow I can do stuff. So let's look for these Old One artifacts first, because there's a specific location for those. So if you want to go to the spot that I recommend for Old One artifacts, you basically have to go to the teleporter, wherever you are, doesn't matter what zone you're in at the time, and you want to go to Earthside Village, which is the second thing here when you do the story. Now the reason that we're going to be in Earthside Village is because this is the smallest area for Old One artifacts. There's only one node at a time that can spawn, but there are several locations in this little area where it can spawn. So there's a lot of spawn potential, but usually there's only one node active at a time. So we're going to look around here, and we are going to look for this one node. And that's the annoying thing. There's usually only one, like, that's active at a time. Also, if you need the little blimps, by the way, the little balloon things for the Z quest, if you come over here, here it is. There's a little blimp back here. It's for the Z quest. I know this is not a Z quest video, but hey, it helps. And there's the Old One artifact. Now, as of a few years ago, which is the last time I saw a video about this farm, only one node can spawn at a time, but I'm still gonna look anyway, just to see if anything changed. Because it's been at least 4 years since the most recent video of this I could find. So we're gonna check all the spawn location potentials. There's that. No. It looks like it might still be the case, although there's Black Lotus a little bit here and there too. A little bit of Black Lotus. Yeah, it looks like there's still gonna be only one node per realm. So knowing that information, we're gonna switch realms now. We're gonna switch to Ivan. And now we're gonna look through the route again. Except this time I'm gonna go backwards. Don't take that portal, you don't need it. Just ignore that portal if you're doing this. Just gonna keep looking. And again, grab wooden chests that you see because... Oh, there it is. Yeah, one of the locations. This is like the hardest one to see because these leaves are in the way. But yeah, grab wooden chests that you see too. Especially because you're on cooldown part of the time. You can make the 2 seconds to grab it. I just got almost 600 gold, which is not a lot. But if you get at least 1 or 2 wooden chests in every realm, then you're getting some gold on top of it, which can help pay back what you had to spend to get the recipes for the gear. And the reason why I'm making this specifically about the gear too is because the Merciless / Demiurge gear, this is the first set of gear of the modern day, current day template. So that is why we want it. It is the first set of gear that you absolutely must have as a conversation of, do you want to use it? So now that we've went through Ivan, I'm going to go to Kelvin. Because I will be very honest with you, even though it is a pain in the ass to farm, I highly recommend going for Merciless / Demiurge. And if you happen to have a mix of both, that's fine. They're all the same stats basically anyway. So it's not like it's going to kill you to have like 2 Demiurge and like 3 Merciless or something. It's not going to hurt you. Of course, we found the node already, but we will keep looking. This also allows us to buy time for our cooldown, just in case. Oh, hey, fish fin. Because again, you never know if something can happen just randomly out of the blue, like finding Black Lotus as such. And then I believe that is gonna be it right there. Looks like it. Alright, but you basically got the point of this place. This is where you find your old one artifacts. You just come here into Ursai Village, you look for the node, you find it, you scour out a little bit of extra time for wooden chests and Black Lotus while waiting for your timer. And now we're gonna go to the other location because now, instead of the artifacts, we are looking for Synthonium, which is another annoying one. This one, I believe, cannot be grabbed off the ground. This one is a combat reagent. So we're going to go to a location that we are going to be going to, and it's going to be at Heap. Now here at Heap, you're actually going to go to a specific instance, and this instance is a 3-fight instance. Good news, you do not have to fight the boss of the instance. You can fight the 2 mob fights and leave. And by the way, I highly encourage you to do just that. Fight the mobs, leave, because the boss is a bitch. And it is not worth your time. I don't even know if he drops the damn thing, and even if he does, the fight is so annoying that you're better off just not. You know what I mean? But you're gonna go to this instance called the Command Center. There's a side quest for it. I believe this guy right here is gonna drop it for you. But yeah, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Command Center here. I'm actually gonna go inside, and I'm actually gonna do those fights real fast. So I'm gonna lock in for a few minutes, and we'll see how this goes.
This means, Power Grazers, it's Borgin time!
That is fight number 1, and we're gonna do the other fight now, which is just another mob fight. I will be back with you shortly.
know what this means?
And that's the other fight. And as you can see, I got one. So this is the place to go, the easiest and shortest place to go, if you're looking for Synthonium. And now for the final step of getting your gear, other than the TCs, the malevolent stuff. Now when it comes to the malevolent gear, you can kind of get this probably in more than one place, but the place that I recommend is the exact place where we're gonna go and get your Merciless anyway, because it drops from the exact same place in the exact same fight. You see, when you get towards the end of Lemuria, and you're gonna get familiar with this building throughout the world, all the way up the staircase, there's a sigil right here, and this is the Hall of Heroes. This is the final sigil of Lemuria, where all the heroes that you met throughout the world, you would then have to fight them. Why? Honestly, I don't remember the plot. But that fight where you get your Merciless is the same fight you get the Malevolent gear. Thus, making this a pretty solid final step to getting your crafted gear, because if you fail to get your Merciless, you can always craft a Demiurge. And doing those things, that is how you can get the Demiurge gear set, or Merciless if you get lucky enough and you don't have to worry about this altogether. But these are basically your pity, and getting these Malevolent pieces is also part of your pity. So there you go. Also, yeah, maintenance is about to start soon. Sue me. But the point is, now you know how to get your Demiurge gear if the Merciless stuff is not behaving. So there you go. That is how you get your alternative crafted set, which is basically the equivalent of your Merciless set. As for Aeon, you can ignore Aeon, honestly. That one's such a pain in the dick, it's not even worth it. The next best set after Merciless is the Reaver, which is in Wallaroo. And which for that, it's pretty simple. You just kind of farm the shit out of the relevant bosses, and same with Darkmoor. This is just the first step. And the step that I recommend. You can ignore Aeon, get Merciless, keep Merciless until you go to about Reaver, or even wait till Abomination. You could. It's up to you. But that is how you get your level 150 gear, which is your introduction to the current modern day template system of how gear actually functions. So that is it for this video. My name is Tyr. I'm almost out of time of gameplay because maintenance is about to start. So yeah, my name is Tyr. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs for the first time in our lives. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.